Hi supervisors, here's your video tutorial about your side of the CTF system and what we need from you. When you log in, this is essentially what you are going to see on your home screen. It's going to give you all the cases that are in your circuit or your courthouse that you're assigned to. If there's other people assigned to your courthouse, they're also going to see these. So and of the courthouses they are assigned to. We're going to go to the pending review. This is where you are going to look at for anything that kind of needs your attention right now, waiting for your approval. Transcriber is Tammy Bumgarner. There is a duplicate flag here, so it's going to draw your attention to this. So you are going to want to pay extra attention to that duplicate hearing date. It doesn't mean it's a duplicate they should not be billing for. It's just saying they've already vouchered for something on that date. So you're going to want to pay extra attention to that just to make sure they're billing correctly. Now look at this first one, which is Cameron Matlock. There's 3 dates there for Cameron Matlock. Here is the supporting documents. I'm going to drag this open and blow it up because it is very small, so we can't see it very well. So in this circuit, they're putting their information all in here, and when they're getting a read receipt from the clerk's office, they're using that as their confirmation that they've filed these hearing dates. We do need hearing dates because we're going to check the accuracy here. So we can see that 4/19/18 is right here. 8/2/18 is here. 4/11/19 is right here. The one thing we cannot see from this, and we'll see what other documentation she has because there might be something else here. She's got the letter from the state appellate defender. This right here says it's 2 of 4 pages, so we know that there's 4 pages attached. From this, we know appellate defender has been appointed, therefore Cameron Matlock is likely indigent. So that meets our requirement to find out if this defendant is in fact indigent. We do see that 17 CF 1424, 17 CF 1424 matches the information, and Cameron Matlock's name is spelled correctly. And we're scrolling down here. There is another order. This one is signed by the judge about the appointment of counsel, and this one is the appellate court notice of amended appeal. What I can tell you about this is that this is overkill. While we don't mind getting extra documents, I don't want the reporters going through extra work. We could have approved this with the e-filing receipt, which is this, with the hearing dates on them, so we could check that. And secondly, the appellate defender order. So at this point, we know appellate defender has been appointed. That person is likely indigent, and we can check the hearing dates. So we have everything we need at this time. We didn't need these extra ones. If the reporter sends them, we can just scroll through them, but I really don't want them doing extra work getting stuff on here that they don't necessarily need to do. So less is fine. All of it is also fine, but take the path that's easiest, and so we would be fine with the court order and e-filing receipt. So we're going to close this. This looks good. The one thing that we were not able to check is the number of pages. Do we know that's accurate? We don't know that here in Court Reporting Services, so that's where we are saying that the supervisor should have access to view these or put some mechanism in place to be able to verify that this hearing date did in fact have 15 pages. So in this situation, there's nothing on the documentation that tells us the number of pages. So we're going to have to see this transcript, these transcripts, and make sure that they're billing for an accurate amount. We see typos. We're not talking about anyone deliberately putting the wrong number of pages, but we see typos. We have seen a program glitch that has changed the numbers. I think they have that figured out now, but we want to make sure these page numbers are going through correctly and we are sending the reporter the correct amount of money for the transcript. So that's where we need your help in viewing the transcript or somehow verifying that this number of pages is correct from what they put in their voucher. This is their voucher now. They do not need to fill out the PDF voucher online. They do not need to attach that. This is all they need to do. And we're going to go ahead and approve this. And if you needed to make any comments or things like that, you could put them in here. If you saw something that maybe you just wanted to make a note on, that's fine. You can do that, and then as a supervisor you're going to electronically sign the statement. This is the same as you putting your signature on the voucher form. Your name should already be filled in, so you don't have to do anything but click. Now you'll see that's gone out of the pending files. It says your voucher was updated successfully, and so now that is sitting in our queue in Court Reporting Services to review and approve. The next one we're going to take a look at here is Marshall Guerrero. I think I pronounced that right, but I don't know. So his is an indigent appeal as well. And we see 3 dates here, and we are going to open up the supporting documents on this one. We see that Marshall Guerrero's name is spelled correctly. We see that the case number is 06CF146, and we see that the appellate defender has been appointed to represent him, which lets us know it's on appeal and he is indigent. So this case has a receipt from I2File. So if your case management system is I2File, this is what you're going to see on things as long as your court reporters are naming the files in this manner. This way we are going to check that 2019 0205 date right here. Then we have 0211 2019, which is here. And then we have 6/10 2019, which is right here. Once again, this does not give us any page numbers. We do see that it was the filing was accepted, and therefore we know that Guerrero has the correct hearing dates. And that's all that's in this one. With that information, we're able to approve this one. And indigent appeal, hearing dates match. We have the transcript in our possession so we can verify these page numbers, and then we can approve that, add any comments if you need to, and electronically sign it as the supervisor. So we're getting to this one. This one is 18 CF 89, and this one is going to be a problem child. So first we see that we have a duplicate status. So we are going to open that up and check to see if what's going on here. So in this one, this appears to be Charles Manson's co-defendant. It was originally billed as an original for 5 pages. Here we know that it's being billing at a copy, and the reason is it's a subsequent billing allowed at a copy rate. The co-defendant was Manson. So this reporter has filled out this part correctly, charged a copy as they should have. One thing to note, say if this was billed as an original and then you see 5 pages, you see CF 88 and CF 89. Had they billed this one as an original, this is going to give you a clue that maybe they made a mistake there and it should have been billed as a copy. So you're going to want to take a little extra look at something that is on a duplicate status. So once you have expanded that and taken a look at it, it will turn green. And when you close it, it stays green. And that means you have cleared a duplicate flag. You will not be able to certify this as long as this is red, because it knows you have not checked the duplicate yet. We are going to look at the supporting documents here. And it looks like we only have one page. And that page is what that is a receipt from Odyssey, and here's what we're seeing: 10/30/2018, but this says 75 pages. So we know there's something wrong here, because they uploaded 75 pages, but this is 5 pages. So what I'm going to look at here is maybe this is the wrong receipt. So in this case, this was for 2014 D142. Somebody grabbed the wrong filing receipt. So in that case, we're going to need to reject this one. While the hearing date was the same, the transcript is not the same. So we don't have a receipt for this transcript. And furthermore, this document on its own, even if it was for the correct case, there's no court order here to let us know this is an indigent defendant. So we still need a court order, or the appellate defender letter, or the appellate court letter, or we do even accept docketing statements from the clerk system that says that they were declared indigent and the case is on appeal. So if we are able to check the case, the hearing date, and the page count from Odyssey, we don't need to necessarily see the transcript. One thing I'm going to let you know, on Odyssey, look at the document details. Don't go up here and look at anything that's up here, because the file description is just something that gets typed in. So if this said 10/30/2018, because it was for this date, somebody just typed that in. You want to look at the transcript name, which should have the hearing date in it. You don't want to look at this date to verify it, because you want to know that that is the document details. So that's what you need for your Odyssey receipt. But because we're missing some things on this one, we are going to deny this request right now. You're going to want to put as much information in as possible, just so they know when they get it back what to look for or what to change. And so in this case, we need the correct e-filing receipt, and we also need a court order. So we're going to say, please add correct this time we're letting them know to add the correct e-filing receipt and a court order for appeal. So we know we are denying it at this time, and we're going to electronically sign this one. So now this part's empty, voucher was updated. Now this voucher went back to the court reporter and they will be sent an email letting them know that it was rejected by the supervisor. When they pull it up, they can take a look at that. So this is it. If you want to look at all requests, this is where you could select a transcriber, or you can select a specific courthouse and do a search, and it will give you everything that has been submitted, no matter what status they're in. So if you want to look at all of those, you will only have access to view the courthouses you're assigned to. So if you needed to do a search to find out where something's at and you're just not finding it, you can do it in here. or you can go to the view request. This one is letting me know that that voucher was returned for corrections. This is what the reporter would get if they had an issue. They're going to be notified that it was returned for corrections. In this case, it's now sitting here, returned for correction on your home screen, and you would wait for the reporter to make that adjustment, and it will come back to you and be in your pending review. So that is what you do at this point. So I showed you 3 specific documents that verify hearing date because the reporter is e-filing, whether it be an email, I2 file receipt, or Odyssey receipt. Those all have hearing dates on them. So for those counties who do not have e-filing at this point, you're still delivering paper to the clerk's office. We're going to need a way to see the hearing dates and check accuracy. And there's a lot of ways to do that. If you have any documents that get sent to you or from the clerk's office that have hearing dates listed on them, please provide a copy of those and we can just check off the typing accuracy of the hearing dates and make sure that they're all accurate. Other things that you can do is possibly do something where you write the specific hearing dates in on the court order, just so we have something to double check. So whatever process you come up with, so you and our office are able to check the accuracy of the hearing dates that are typed in. It could be a docketing statement, things like that. There are certain circuits that the docket statement has information on when they're filed. That is acceptable as well. There's a lot of options here, but we just need to be able to check those hearing dates. That being said, that's about all you need to know right now. If there's some other things that come up, we will let you know. I would like to thank you for participating in this new thing that we're doing. If you were doing paper vouchers before, you're probably thinking, this is great because I don't have to push paper or keep track of paper anymore. If you weren't previously getting the vouchers and approving them, I want to thank you for being involved in this process. Without you, it doesn't work. And we think that in the long run, even though you are feeling the work of switching over, I don't think that it should overwhelm your day. And if you get to a point where you do feel like it's overwhelming your day, please give me a call. We'll work with you, try to figure out some solutions to that. If you're spending all your time on CTF, maybe there needs to be another person in the circuit approving, or maybe we need to figure out a new way to do something. So as of now, this is where it's at. If you need help with anything, feel free to give me a call or email, and we can talk about other issues that might pop up that I'm not thinking about at the moment. But this is it, and thank you very much for helping us get this started. Appreciate it.